Stop, sever the bond from Nets Republic. 7 man, young, 7 man, the youngest of the 7 men, the greatest there has ever been. Welcome back to another video. First I'll start out by saying that they won, and they not only won a game, they won a game at home. They not only won a game at home, but they won a game in those throwback New Jersey jerseys, which just seems like something I thought I would never say ever again. I was starting to think that they were going in the category of cursed jerseys, but that's neither here nor there. The Nets won in overtime against the San Antonio Spurs, and while that alone seems like something I could rant about for 4 hours straight, I'm going to flip the script just a teensy bit. We've spent the last couple videos with me talking about all the things that are wrong with the team and all the various things that I would change, or just things that I have particular gripes or bones to pick, or I'm just a little bit concerned about. Well, we're not going to do that this video. This video, we are going to speak on the things that went right. Now, again, I can't promise that I won't go off on a tangent on Steve Nash or the star players or anything like that, but I will do my best to only focus on the positive. Number one, I would like to focus on the fact that Claxton has been given the keys, and this is something that I have been kind of waiting for, especially after the Caris LeVert-Jarrett Allen trade to get Harden. I was kind of waiting for us to give the keys over to Claxton, because it's like we knew it wasn't going to be DeAndre Jordan. The addition of LaMarcus Aldridge is great, but with his health complications and him having to retire like 4 games into us having him on the team after his like week-long ramp-up session, it's like, yo, when are we going to let Claxton go to work here? Now, he had some injury issues his rookie year. I don't even think he played in the bubble. I don't think he was even there. He had some injury stuff going on last year and some like just non-COVID related sickness stuff going on this year, but it seems like they're finally just saying he is our center, we're gonna roll with it. I think there are times where Claxton is just getting bodied like a paper bag on defense, and it's like, hey, maybe this is Paul Millsap backup minutes here, but all right, cool. But I think offensively, that the stuff he contributes is just something that you just kind of live with on the defensive end, and maybe he'll bulk up a little bit or not. It really just depends on what's happening with his intensity and stuff like that. But I think his offense is getting really well. We haven't seen that jump shot in a couple games, but he did hit a jumper the other day, and that was really cool. His ability to finish around the rim, where it's like him off the dribble, is getting a whole lot better. Him getting these weird passes where like he's not even dribbling, he's just like immediately taking a step and trying to finish, hasn't been super successful, but him doing his little like ISO stuff, especially with like drop steps and stuff, he's been very, very successful at. His post moves have been just incredible. I think him and Day'Ron Sharpe are learning a lot from Blake Griffin and probably LaMarcus Aldridge, but I think Claxton offensively is playing very well. He's obviously getting a ton of rebounds, well, not a ton, but he's racking up the rebounds as well. And I think his awareness on the court, he seems to know exactly what the game plan is. Unfortunately, so does the other team, because we're so predictable. Sorry, I'm not supposed to be talking trash. But he understands that set the pick, roll immediately. Just pick and roll constantly. That's what you do. Get yourself open around the rim. They'll give you the ball. You finish. This man is bordering on John Collins territory with the amount of baptisms he's been giving out. I think he dunked on 3 people in tonight's game. Well, in this afternoon's game. The poster reel's getting really nasty, but we're obviously all here for it, and it's good to see Claxton developing and butterflying into what I assume a lot of people would. Do I think he is a end-all be-all replacement for Jarrett Allen? Absolutely not. But I think he gives you things that go further than just he's a tall dude in the paint. I think having James Harden out there with someone he can like lob or run the pick and roll with, who's actually tall enough to finish or grab these impossible lobs, I think that is super important to James Harden's game. For some reason, he just needs that. Whether that's a Dwight Howard or a Clint Capella, you can tell he just really, really needs that for the offense to be flowing properly. Someone else I want to speak highly of is Duke Jr. I don't quite know why he's still starting, but the minutes he gives defensively are always just absolutely wonderful to watch. Absolutely. I think his defense is crazy. Him and Patty Mills just be putting the clamps on people with full court pressure. His offense is even taking a turn for the better, if you ask me. He caught a lob today from Kevin Durant, which looked really impossible too. Like it was over center, and he just got that joint and just smacked it in. It was really cool. He had a insane dunk. I mean, he almost missed it a little bit. I'm sure y'all have seen the highlight, but it was a really cool like power like NBA Jams dunk. It was really cool looking, and I guess he had a couple cuts here and there that were really dope. Still can't shoot for anything, but it's good to see him getting in the act, not just defensively but offensively as well. I think him and Patty make a just defensive just nightmare for people. I don't know why he's starting, but it's nice that he's getting the minutes, and I'm here for it. Kessler Edwards. The man came in and immediately hit a three. I think 2 back-to-back threes, and then just started putting the clamps on everyone. Doesn't seem super confused with any of the switching or anything like that. I'm sure they run the same general style of defense on the Long Island Nets, so I'm sure the crossover, no pun intended, was pretty easy. I like the fact that he's tall. I like the fact that he's got like the reach and stuff like that, so he can be in the passing lanes or maybe even get a block. His ability to shoot is crazy because I don't know. I look at his jump shot and I'm like, that's that Julius Randle jumper. Like it is on a beeline. There's no arc whatsoever. It doesn't look like it's going in, but it somehow does. But shout out to Kessler Edwards. I think he should be starting personally. Like, if we're giving out rookie minutes to people who play defense, I don't see how those minutes are not going to Kessler Edwards, but that's neither here nor there. But shout out to that man. He was able to get some minutes. Daron Sharp, in the couple of minutes he got, I thought he played well. I'm a fan of him. I was really excited when we drafted him. I don't know why he doesn't get more minutes, especially when there are times where it looks like there's just no one in the paint to save us. I don't understand why he's not out there, but, it's all good. He got to play today. I know it sounds like all I'm doing is giving love over to the rookies, but that's one of the main things that we should be positive about. That's one of the main things that we should have pride in. The fact that we have such a deep line of just kids and they're really good. Hopefully we don't end up trading them for star talent because I really like the pieces that we have. I think this is going to be a good group going into the future, especially with like 90% of our vets on 1-year deals. I like how the future looks. These guys are definitely prepared and they can go the distance. What movie is that from? If I'm my way, I can go the distance. And right where I belong. What is that from? It's not Mulan, is it? What is that from? Leave down below if you know what Disney song I'm singing. What is that from? I don't know. Anyway, somebody leave that down below. But we can't cap off the rookie/young player conversation without talking about Cam Thomas. That man. Oh, this man, Cam Thomas. Yet another game winner to add on to his legacy. I mean, we definitely saw. It was Hercules. I think it was Hercules. Sorry. Cam Thomas has added to his game-winning resume yet again, and it is just, it's just a pleasure to watch. And he's out there with, his favorite player, James Harden, who I don't know what his thoughts are watching the state of Harden currently, but that's not here or there. And he's out there with Kevin Durant, and you can see he's loving every second of it. He's out there with his heroes and stuff, and that stuff is rubbing off on him. And he's not just doing his impression of his favorite players, he's playing his own game. Kevin Durant gives up the ball, which, not going to say anything negative about the players today, but with his shot selection, with game winners as of recent, especially to end the regulation of this game, I'm happy KD passed, but that's not here nor there. But he passes the ball over to Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas does like this weird hezzy. It's not like a pump fake. It's like a weird hezzy, and it gets like right into some type of like, you think it's going to be a dribble pull-up, but it's like a floater, and he's like fading over to the side a little bit, yet somehow falling forward. It's like a D-Rose push shot, but like full-on floater. Like his hand like recoils behind his head type stuff and just bloop on net. Game winner, which is just incredible. If we count the G League stuff, I think this man has hit. Is this game winner number 4? I believe so. If we're counting the summer league, this is game winner number 4. I believe 4 or 3. I'm pretty sure it's 4. Cam's confidence is just so high, and shout out to Kevin Durant for having the confidence in that man. I mean, it was kind of a no pressure like look, because it's like we were tied. I think it was like 113 to 113, so it was like no pressure if he missed. So maybe I'm patting KD on the back a little too hard, but it was still a great look. Great pass from Kevin Durant, and Cam Thomas just effortlessly just hits the floater, comes back, no emotion on his face, D-Rose style. You love to see it. I hate to be cliche, but you love to see it. The kids look great, and I think the future is in very, very good hands. Let me try to say something positive about the veterans. Harden scored over 20. That's good. He hit a majority of his foul shots tonight. That's good. Kevin Durant, before he started bricking shots in the end, was carrying us offensively. That's good. Steve Nash had our stars out there for over 40 minutes when we're playing a back-to-back on the other side of the country. But we won, so that's good. That's about all the positivity I can give you with the Vets. Oh, Blake Griffin played and he scored. That's good. That's about all I can give you for positivity, but we won. This is the literal definition of a dub is a dub, so now you understand my universe just a little bit more. You can call me Steven with the universe. Shout out Garnet and the rest of the squad. But a dub is a dub. We'll take the win. They haven't won on their home floor for quite some time, about a week, but I'm here for it. Let me know your thoughts on the game down below. Make sure you follow Nets Republic everywhere on Twitter and Instagram, and you subscribe to us on here. Buy some merch, all that stuff. It's the homie Sever the Bond, and I'll see y'all tomorrow night, super, super late, to see what happens if we're able to stop Damian Lillard. I don't know. Fingers crossed, though. Yeah.